Do you like going to the playground? Do you play soccer with your friends? Do you walk your dog every afternoon?
These are very common practices that make us have fun while keeping us healthy. However, have you ever been told not to go out any given day because there's a lot of pollution floating in the air?
Do you know why that happens? The same way as your room becomes a mess after a couple days without organizing your clothes. The earth, the water in the air can end up being a mess if they're not taken care of. Although the main issue here has nothing to do with a couple pants on the floor.
The air gets polluted because of tiny particles smaller than a grain of sand and thinner than a hair. When we inhale, these particles get into our lungs and harm our health. The truth is that air pollution comes from a lot of different places. Nature itself pollutes through strong winds that lift up particles of dust, which remain floating in the air.
Now imagine a soccer field without any grass and strong winds hitting it. Can you imagine all the dust being lifted up?
All of it floating in the air.
Human beings also contribute to air pollution. Have you ever seen the colored smoke that comes out of a factory's chimneys?
All of these gases expelled from the factories also account for the tiny particles floating in the air.
Have you ever seen a car, bus, or truck throwing out smoke as it moves through the streets? Any car in the street is burning fuel to make its engine work.
The car, buses, and trucks that move in our city's streets generate 45% of the pollution that makes up our air.
The mountains that surround our city gives us one of the most stunning sceneries in the world. Would you like to see them as clear as possible every day?
You can help have a cleaner air.
That way, every morning when you wake up, you'll see those mountains waving at you. Part of the little big actions we can take to have cleaner air are: aim to reduce our car usage. If you're going to the store or your neighbor's house, try walking, skating, or bike riding instead. By doing this, not only will you be having fun, but you'll also be helping in the reduction of air pollution as well.
You can also agree with your friends to arrive to school together.
You can either walk, take the school bus, or even share a car.
Remind your mom and dad to turn off the car's engines as they wait for you outside the school to take you home. For sure, it will be much nicer outside with less engines working.
Our point is that air pollution is everywhere, and sometimes we have a hard time breathing.
But that is exactly the reason why we all have to work together to improve our air quality. Take action.
Start today.